Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, TheGamingTrouge here. Ew! My gosh, you don't know when a bad license game is going to strike. But if we're going to talk about some good license-based games, Spider-Man on the original Xbox is top tier. This game was my childhood, and you know what? Forget I said about Spider-Man. I'm just going to talk about underrated video games that I grew up playing. What classifies something as underrated? Well, not that's for sure. When I talk about underrated stuff, it's always because I find something interesting that no one else really even asks for. Like, imagine you have a family reunion and then you walk up to someone and you ask them, hey, remember when Disney decided to jump scare you with that scary blue background that they used for literally everything back in the 2000s? Was that just me? But back to business at hand. When it comes to video games, sometimes I don't want to play the latest Sonic the Hedgehog or Super Mario game, and I kind of wanted to broaden my horizons a little bit better. And so here are 5 games that I think that are super underrated that literally no one's talking about, but since I'm talking about it, I guess these are no longer underrated. Guess I just started a paradox! Shaman King, Power of Spirit. Now, I've already talked about this game in the previous TheGamingTrouge episode, but that was kind of a first impressions video of the game. But short and straight to the point, it's one of my favorite underrated video games on the PlayStation 2, bar none. This was actually a pre-existing manga and anime before it became a video game, but also it was distributed by everyone's favorite butcher of Asian cartoons for kids' entertainment. However, in 2021, it did get an official anime that wasn't badly butchered and follows the manga a little bit closer. But at this point in time, this was actually the closest thing you're going to get to the manga and the original dubbed anime on the console. Quick little side thing, I did watch the first 3 episodes of Shaman King on YouTube because you can't say I'm too broke to find episodes of Shaman King anywhere else without saying Shaman King on YouTube. But you know what? I did in fact enjoy the story. I enjoyed Yo as a character, and I enjoyed that he's not your typical battle shonen main character. Like, he just wants to relax and wants to live his life normally. Enough about the story in case no one wants to get spoiled of the anime, but how does the gameplay play? Well, in actuality, it's Fire Emblem with a twist of Tekken? Are you for real? Yeah, so basically, as you select your guys and make your attack moves, instead of just watching your characters do the attack, you are having actual attacks with actual combos that you can use. It's really innovative, and it's something I wish Fire Emblem would do, honestly. Along with the anime basically being something that not a lot of people talk about and it's underrated in its own right, I feel like this game definitely reaches the top 5 mark for me, because this game is definitely really fun, and I highly recommend anyone that has a PS2 try it. It's also made by the same company that did Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dawn of Destiny for the original Xbox. I don't know if that's a flex or not, that game wasn't really that good. As a kid, I played so many games on the original Xbox, ranging from Star Wars games to Halo, of course, but one game I still holds near and dear to my heart is Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. Developed by Kameo Entertainment, the folks behind such classics as Family Feud, Sega Genesis, Robots the movie, the video game, and everyone's favorite, Crash Twinsanity. They've decided to go and make a game that honestly is really good, all things considered, and a lot of the library is actually really good games. Like, have you played Robots on the original Xbox? Mwah, chef's kiss. But back to Sphinx, in an alternate version of ancient Egypt, it's up to Sphinx, this reincarnation right here, to receive a blade known as the Blade of Osiris to defeat all the darkness that awaits him. Unfortunately, his boyfriend dies anyway, but he also has the same personality as Rafali from Breath of the Wild, so, I can take it or leave it. The gameplay kind of reminds me a little bit of The Legend of Zelda, but not too much to the point where I feel like it's a clone or anything. It definitely does its own thing, and the puzzles are definitely very challenging, very much so if you're a younger gamer. Heck, I was pretty young when I first played this, so I probably just sucked. But whenever I go back and play this, I remember how to do a lot of these like puzzles really well, and definitely it's way fun for me to go back to. And whenever I was playing it for this video, I just had the biggest grin on my face because this was a childhood favorite of mine. Out of all the games on the Xbox platform, this one was way fun. And back in the day it was multi-platform, and now it's multi-platform with versions on the Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's definitely a must-buy if you are very much a fan of Zelda-style puzzle dungeons, as well as just the Zelda-style gameplay. And if you're looking for something a little bit different, it's way awesome. And also, if I haven't really convinced you to go check it out yet, go watch Spawn Waves Should You Buy Sphinx of the Course Mommy on Nintendo Switch. It is a really good video, and definitely a good point of view watching someone else talk about this game that I grew up playing and loving. I think I did all that in one take.
For every vision of light, there will be one of darkness. For every moment of peace, there will be one of chaos.
Kameo, The Elements of Power, my very first ever whale game. Yeah, it wasn't Donkey Kong Country or Banjo-Kazooie, it was this game. Originally planned as the Nintendo GameCube's next big whale title, Kameo, The Elements of Power went through so many revisions that I feel like not a lot of people actually kept up with the game until years later when it was finally made an Xbox exclusive thanks to Xbox buying Rare. POV, it's 2005 and you see all these amazing games come out for the next generation of Xbox, and holy cow, this was the one that ate up the attention the most. Well, at least for 4-year-old Trouge. Also, in retrospect, seeing Microsoft get behind such an amazing fantasy world at the time was just something that was jaw-dropping. I was not familiar with Fable back in the day, so seeing a game like this definitely opened my imagination up super wide. The story of this game is pretty simple. Kameo was bestowed upon the ancient magic of transformation, while her sister basically got so jealous she unleashed an entire demon force to go and basically kidnap her entire family, and it's up to Kameo to go save her. But Kameo is a bit too weak at this point of the game, so she loses up her magic, and so she has to go back and go get up all the other elemental warriors to stop the evil trolls and save the day. The plot of this game is very simple, but this game has a lot of character and a lot of different types of charm, and a lot of callbacks to other Rare franchises like Banjo-Kazooie. The gameplay is definitely a little bit of its own type of beast, but it definitely, similar to the last game, takes heavy inspiration from The Legend of Zelda as you progress through basically this game's version of dungeons, and basically try to save every family member of Kameo's family. And definitely, it's really fun. There's definitely a lot of creative ways to get past the puzzles, there's a lot of fun different types of combat scenarios, and overall, it's definitely one of Rare's most underrated gems. It's on the Rare Replay as well as on Xbox Game Pass, so anyone can go and pick it up if they haven't already played this beautiful game yet. Blue Dragon. Now, I'll admit, I still have not beaten this game yet. Even back in 2008, whenever I very first ever played this game, I just never actually ended up beating this game. It's so long, but I can recommend it to anyone that's wanting a fantastic RPG, especially for the Xbox 360. Blue Dragon means so much to me cinematically, as it was one of my very first ever RPG experiences that I remember myself, my dad, and my brother experiencing all at the same time. Seeing how this world opened up, seeing the different characters go through different types of arcs. It was something that no other video game to me at that time did just right. Yeah, so Sonic Adventure and stuff like that was still games that I did remember playing, and I do remember having all those attachments to those games. But Blue Dragon was different, dare I say anime-like, and definitely so because the guy who did the art for this game, Akira Toriyama, also did the Dragon Ball series, a series that I'm pretty sure none of you guys actually know what I'm talking about. I will not let you destroy my world! before touching upon the gameplay, I want to talk about this amazing soundtrack. The song you're hearing right now, Eternity. Oh my gosh, you guys think Breakthrough at all from Sonic Frontiers is a good track? Listen to this track. Oh, that song slaps. But with the main characters realizing blue dragons or blue different types of creatures, they have different types of abilities like using the white mage, a black mage, just the typical RPG stuff, but it's so user-friendly here, and definitely Microsoft was trying their best to get some new people that haven't played RPGs into the genre, and I feel like they knocked it out of the park with this game. Yeah, so the story, which I'm not going to say much of, is definitely like shonen anime, definitely from the start, but I definitely love these cast of characters and I wouldn't change them from the world. Blue Dragon is an underrated gem, but I feel like what other video game series outbeats it? Whether it be the Nintendo GameCube or the Nintendo Wii, Naruto Clash of Ninja games are my go-to Naruto games, and just go-to fighting games in general. I put them up there with Tekken 7 and Smash Ultimate as games I still go back to this very day. But sticking to Naruto Clash of Ninja 2 on the GameCube as my favorite underrated game ever, this one is the most easiest one to get sucked into and start unlocking all the characters and going through all the game modes. It's just a fun time. Like I said in the past, this game series is kind of like a mix between Tekken and Soul Calibur as an archaic style fighting game with a big old 3D arena, but it's not as open as some of the modern day anime games out here. And I definitely love this art style that kind of pops out. It kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker in a way, which definitely fits the Naruto style perfectly. Whether it be a 4-player Smash Fest or just a 1v1 against Naruto and Sasuke, you're definitely going to have a fantastic time playing this type of game. In my opinion, it is the most underrated video game of all time, and especially underrated on the Nintendo GameCube. And those are just some of my favorite underrated video games that came out. Now, sure, there's a lot more other ones like Midnight Club that I could go into the in-depth. I forgot to add Midnight Club to my list. Oh no, we stopped the video.
Special thanks to Cat Chef for sponsoring me on Patreon. If you guys want to support me on Patreon, link is in the description down below.